So once again, a very good evening to everyone and a very hearty welcome to all of you to Aurora online classes. Dear students, right now I am with the same lesson and today I'll proceed with the same lesson. That is Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. As I taught you in my previous class that Long Walk to Freedom is the autobiography of Nelson Mandela. And this present passage is an extract from his autobiography. Actually, this was the historic day which Nelson Mandela talks about. This was the day 10th May 1994. What was the importance of this particular day? 10th May 1994. This was the day when the new republic came into existence in South Africa. This was the day when a new non-racial democratic government was set up, was installed, was established in South Africa. This was the day when for the very first time the new government headed by a black Nelson Mandela came into power. So this is the significance or importance of 10th May 1994. Let us talk about ahead. And actually, we all know that the previous regime in South Africa was apartheid regime. Apartheid, a policy of racial discrimination. It is a system that separates people according to their races. And there were two communities in South Africa, the black community and the white community. White people and the black people. And the blacks were deprived of social justice, peace and human dignity. And they were always exploited and oppressed by the white people. So South Africa remained the center of white supremacy for more than 3 centuries. Let us go ahead with the line by line explanation. It's a report from the BBC. Nelson Mandela has become South Africa's first black president after more than 3 countries of white rule. Mr. Mandela's African National Congress Party won 252 of the 406 in the first democratic elections of South Africa's history. Nelson Mandela became the first black president after more than 3 centuries of white rule. Means the white people means English, the Englishmen ruled over South Africa for more than 3 centuries. And then a democratic election was held in the year 1994. And Mr. Mandela won the election. He got 252 out of 406 and he was declared the first black president of South Africa. This was a gala day. This was the historic occasion. Actually, 10th May 1994. For your convenience, I have written that was a swearing in ceremony. Swearing in ceremony of Nelson Mandela as the first black president was going to take place, and with his swearing in ceremony, the new republic, the new government headed by a black Nelson Mandela was going to take place. That is why it was a swearing in ceremony, or I would say that it was an oath taking ceremony, in Hindi Sapath Grahan Samaroh, by Nelson Mandela. So the inauguration ceremony took place in the Union Buildings Amphitheatre in Pretoria today, attended by politicians and dignitaries from, from more than 140 countries around the world. Never, never again will this beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another, said Nelson Mandela in his address. In his inaugural address, actually, this inaugural ceremony, this inauguration ceremony or swearing in ceremony, oath taking ceremony in Hindi Sapath Grahan Samaroh took place in the Union Buildings Amphitheatre in Pretoria. Pretoria is the capital of South Africa. And for your kind information, South Africa has 3 capitals, which I'll talk about later on. So it was there was a huge gathering. There was a huge gathering by the politicians and dignitaries. Dignitaries means dignified people, distinguished guests, and they were from more than 140 countries. And in his inaugural address, Mr. Mandela once said, he quoted that, "Never, never again will this beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another." Mr. Nelson Mandela quoted that there will be no discrimination by men, by one man. There will be no discrimination by one man after another. Means there will be no discrimination by men in South Africa. That was the birth of a new nation. That was the birth of a new republic. And the new republic, the government of Nelson Mandela was based on equality, social justice, and human dignity. This was the birth of a new nation. This was the birth of a new republic, and everybody was happy there. Everybody celebrated, be it blacks, be it whites. Everybody gathered there, and everybody celebrated this swearing in ceremony. Actually, the former government was run by, the former was the apartheid system, and this apartheid system was based on racial discrimination. Racial discrimination is based on the discrimination of colors, the discrimination of the color of skin. So there were 2 communities, the blacks and the whites always exploited and oppressed the blacks. So there was the policy of racial discrimination, and the policy of racial discrimination and segregation is known as apartheid, which was a human disaster. Then 10th May dawned bright and clear. For the past few days I had been pleasantly besieged by dignitaries and world leaders who were coming to pay their respects before the inauguration. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leaders on South African soil. That was the day 10th May 1994. And this day, that was the autumn day, it was bright and clear, because South Africa lies in southern hemisphere and India lies in northern hemisphere. That is why our climatic condition is different from South Africa. Actually, in the month of May, in the countries like India, because India lies in northern hemisphere, in the countries like India, we have the hot weather condition, but in South Africa, that is autumn weather condition. So the weather condition was really bright. It was a pleasant weather condition. Now, for the past few days I had been pleasantly besieged by. Besieged means to be surrounded or closely by. So for the last few days, the narrator, and who is the narrator? Nelson Mandela himself is the narrator. As I have said, Long Walk to Freedom is his autobiography. So actually for the last few days, Nelson Mandela had been busy in making the arrangements of receiving world leaders and dignitaries who were coming to South Africa. and this would be the huge gathering. This would be the huge gathering means there was a huge gathering of international leaders and dignitaries at the swearing in ceremony which was held in Union Building. Next paragraph. The ceremonies took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheater formed by the Union Buildings in Pretoria. Pretoria is the capital of South Africa. For decades, this had been the seat of white supremacy, underline it, and now it was the site of a rainbow gathering of different colors and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. We just underline it. This inauguration, swearing in ceremony, took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheater in the Union Building. Amphitheater, in fact, it's a building without a roof with many rows of sittings rising in steps. Actually, this amphitheater is an open air theater surrounded by other buildings without a shed or without a roof. And this was made of sandstone. Even in India, are important buildings just like your Rashtrapati Bhavan, Parliament, they are also, even the Red Fort, they are also made of sandstone. So actually an Union Building in South Africa is made of sandstone. It was very exotic, it was very splendid. Now, for decades this had been the seat of white supremacy, as we have come to know that the South Africa remained the seat of white supremacy, remained the seat of white rule for more than 3 centuries. And now it was the site of a rainbow gathering of different colors and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. But today, means 10th May 1994 was the time when the people from different countries, the people belonging to different castes, communities, races and colors had gathered there to be the witness of the birth of a new republic in South Africa. And this was the day when the first democratic non-racial government of South Africa was to be installed on that particular day. On that lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by, this is what Mr. Mandela is saying, on that lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by my daughter Janani. On the podium, Mr. De Klerk was first sworn in as second deputy president. You please underline it. On that lovely autumn, means he is talking about 10th May, and he was accompanied by his daughter Janani. And at first, Mr. De Klerk was first sworn in as the second deputy president, and then followed by, after Mr. De Klerk swearing, then Thabo Mbeki was sworn in. You underline it. Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as first deputy president, and Mr. Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as first deputy president of South Africa. When it was my turn, I pledged to obey and uphold the Constitution and to devote myself to the well-being of the Republic and its people. To the assembled guests and the watching world, I said, and later on, whose turn came later on, the turn of the swearing in ceremony, the oath-taking ceremony of Nelson Mandela came. And when his turn came, Nelson Mandela pledged to obey and uphold the Constitution of South Africa. And he also promised to the people, he promised to his countrymen that he would always devote himself to the well-being of the people of South Africa. He would always be ready to work for the welfare of he would always be ready to work for the good of the people of South Africa, and he would always maintain the dignity of the constitution of South Africa. He would never go against the rules and regulation. I mean, he would never go against the norms of the constitutions, the ideals of the constitutions of South Africa. Means he would always abide by the constitution, and he would always work for the welfare of the people, for the peace and prosperity of the people of South Africa. This is what Mr. Mandela quoted. Now, what is his? This is the following is a part of his inaugural address. I said, today all of us do, by our presence here, confer glory and hope to newborn liberty out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long. Must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud. We who were outlaws not so long ago have today been given the rare privilege to be host to the nations of the world on our own soil. We thank all of our distinguished international guests for having come to take positions with the people of our country of what is, after all, a common victory for justice, for peace, for human dignity. Actually, this is the speech, inaugural speech by Nelson Mandela. Actually, what he is saying that the presence of the international guests and dignitaries has brought a great glory and hope to the people of South Africa. All the people, the international leaders and dignitaries are the witness to this occasion. They are the witness to the birth of a new republic, which is based on the theme of which is based on the ideals of equality, dignity, peace, and social justice. He talks about the extraordinary human disaster. What was extraordinary human disaster? He is talking about the policy, the cruel policy, the inhuman policy, the inhuman system of apartheid. This apartheid, the policy of racial discrimination and segregation, was the human disaster which was prevalent in South Africa before Nelson Mandela came to the power. So he delivered a speech. Nelson Mandela delivered a speech on the victory of justice. He delivered a speech on the victory of justice, on the victory of peace, and on the victory of human dignity. Actually, what he is saying that in the new government, the new government is based on equality. The new republic is a non-racial government. It is a democratically elected non-racial government where there would be no discrimination on the basis of caste, color, race, no discrimination at all. There would be equal opportunities for all. There would be equal opportunities for all, regardless of caste, color, creed, religion, belief, whatever. There would be no discrimination. This is what Mr. Nelson Mandela is talking about. Actually, in fact, the people were in the apartheid regime. I am talking about apartheid regime. In the apartheid regime, actually the people were deprived of peace, dignity, social justice. But now, the new republic ensures social justice, equality, and human dignity. This is the difference. This is the difference between the new republic, democratic, non-racial government, and the former one, I mean the apartheid regime or the apartheid rule or the apartheid supremacy run by the white people. So dear students, I have made it clear to all of you, this was the major point of difference, and it is very important for all of you to understand the concept of difference, the point of difference between the former government and the new government. The former government means the previous government in South Africa was based on the policy of racial discrimination and segregation, and the former government was the previous government was run by the white people. And who introduced apartheid in South Africa? The white people introduced apartheid in South Africa, and in that form of government, the blacks were deprived of their social justice, peace, and their human dignity. But this was the new form of government, means the new form of government, the new republic, the non-racial government headed by Nelson Mandela was based on equality. It was based on equality, it was based on equal opportunities. And he clearly mentions in his speech that there would be no discrimination on the basis of caste, color, creed, race, etc. So, dear students, I hope whatever I have taught you, you must have understood it properly. Learn your lessons well. Try to understand each and everything properly. Pay heed to what I am teaching you or what I have taught you earlier. I hope everything is clear to you. Now, I'll teach you the rest of the things in my next class. Till then, be happy, stay healthy, be blessed, keep learning, keep practicing, keep working at home. Thank you very much. That's all for today.